Today we're heading into the arcade with the newest Gamerverse Psylocke vs Thanos 2-pack from Marvel Legends. I'll share my first impressions and we'll take a close look at each figure to determine if it's a worthy pickup for your collection. Let's get into it. The Marvel vs. Capcom series is a crossover fighting game franchise developed and published by Capcom, bringing together characters from Marvel Comics and Capcom's own video game universes. The series is beloved for its fast-paced gameplay, wild combos, and dream matchups between comic book heroes and gaming legends. And now we can display some of our favorite gaming moments in figure form with the most recent Gamerverse line by Marvel Legends. First things first, let's check out the packaging. I think the design they came up with looks great. The space effect with the green grid on the back goes so well with the look of these figures. And on the back, we have the classic Capcom health bars. But that's enough with the box. Let's get this open and see if these figures are as good as they look. Inside we have our brand new Psylocke figure and Thanos figure, plus a few accessories for Psylocke. There's an alternate head, swappable hands, energy effects, more energy effects, and then Thanos has an alternate hand. We'll get a closer look at the accessories later, but first let's check out Psylocke and Thanos. Starting off with Psylocke, they really are stepping up their game with their female figures. Taking a look at her hair, we can see purple highlights painted in, and the face printing technology once again looks fantastic. Coming down to the body and arms, we have that Black Widow style articulation, and what's nice is the straps on her arms are molded and not just painted. Same thing when we get down to the legs. She does have noticeably thick legs, which might be a design influence from the game. Overall, I think she is a great looking figure and a big upgrade from any previous Marvel Legends Psylocke, and maybe potentially better than the Mafex version. Moving on to Thanos, I'm aware he's probably the one that people are least excited about, but I'm quite happy to have him. He's a pretty big boy. He's got the helmet horns like the game. I'm a big fan of these red eyes. He looks pretty evil. I also like the shade of purple they used for his face. Definitely looks better than my other Thanos figure. He's got the overemphasized shoulder pads for the Gamerverse flair. And moving down to the body, we see that there's pretty much nothing new besides the orange and blue color scheme. He's got new gloves and he's also got new boots. But besides that, it's pretty much your standard Thanos figure. For accessories, we have Psylocke's alternate head, her fighting stance hands, one for each side, an open hand, this energy effect, an energy effect for the eyes, and then these sick effects. And then Thanos only comes with one alternate hand. Alright, and moving into articulation for Psylocke, you can get her head to look down this far, head tilt, she can bring her arms up this high, butterfly joint, bicep swivel, double jointed elbows, wrist rotation and hinge, diaphragm ball joint, waist hinge, splits, kicks up this far, kicks back this far, hidden thigh swivel, double jointed knees, ankle hinge, and rocker. She's honestly just a lot of fun to mess around with. The articulation's solid, and with all the accessories she comes with, you've got tons of options for posing. Whether you want to set her up mid-fight, showing off her powers, or just standing there looking cool, there's a lot you can do. It really makes her one of those figures you keep coming back to, just to try out new looks. She'll definitely be a figure I keep on my desk for a little while. Since we all know Thanos' articulation, we'll just skip him. For comparisons, I don't have any other Psylocke figures unfortunately, so instead we have her next to some X-Men characters. And then we have her next to Maximum Spider-Man and Black Widow. And here's a comparison between the old Thanos with the new Thanos. Hasbro seems to definitely be stepping up their game with these figures, but there are still some things that taint the experience for me. For Psylocke, it's really hard to pose her head around because the plastic on the hair doesn't move around at all. It's really quite stiff. These effect pieces also are a bit hard to keep on. However, this could be due to user error, as I'm not really sure how these are supposed to stay on. Thanos is basically just a stiff. He can't really bend his elbows and it's hard to get into any dynamic poses. And the lack of accessories for him is a little bit of a bummer, as some effects pieces would have been cool for him. With that all being said, it's not enough to stop me from enjoying these figures. It's honestly really cool to see these characters come to life in figure form. The attention to detail in Psylocke is a standout. She's dynamic, sleek, and really captures that bold visual style we associate with her game counterpart. From the molded straps to the face printing and that deep purple tone in her hair, she feels like a figure made with the fans in mind. Thanos, while not reinventing the wheel, still brings a commanding presence to the shelf. The Gamerverse design touches, like the helmet horns and the shoulder pads, give him just enough flair to feel distinct, and he complements the rest of the lineup really well. If you don't want him, I can understand how that can be a bit of a bummer, as that's a big paywall for a Psylocke figure. I think what excites me most is what this could mean going forward. If this wave is any indication, we might be entering a new era of Gamerverse figures, where we finally get to see more of our favorite matchups and characters reimagined in action figure form. Before we wrap up, let's do a quick posing session with Psylocke and Thanos. Alright guys, that's going to round this video out. Let me know in the comments below if you're thinking about picking this 2-pack up, and which one you're most excited for next. Also, I'd like to run another giveaway. I was thinking Maximum Hulk, but I thought since some of you in the States don't have access to these figures yet, maybe we can run this as a giveaway. Let me know down in the comments. Also, what do you guys think of this review format? Should I stick to it or go back to what I was doing before? A more slow and chill pace. Before you leave, remember to hit that like button and make sure to subscribe for future figure reviews, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.